If you're like most working women in America, you give and give and give. You work hard at your job or running your business, and then when you're done, you do most of the housework and caregiving. In fact, you likely give so much of yourself that you never have the energy to be at your best. You feel obliged to postpone your dreams, pass up opportunities because you don't have time, and miss out on the potential to make more money and live the life that you want to live. If you're ready to move past this reality, to start building the life and business of your dreams, then you need to read We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. This book will change the way you see money, life, and your place in the world. Tip number 1 from We Should All Be Millionaires. Treat yourself as the person you want to be. The first step in becoming the person that you want to be is to start believing you're that person today. If you want to be someone who's respected, don't acquiesce when someone is treating you poorly. Stick up for yourself and demand the respect that you deserve. And if you want to be someone who's making more money, have the confidence to sell, and sell some more. Selling requires believing in yourself and the value of your product or service. So start believing in your business today. And if this seems like a daunting step, try positive self-talk. If you're feeling insecure, push those ideas out of your head by telling yourself how exceptional you are. If you feel like you'll never reach your goals, reflect on your resilience and your work ethic. Remind yourself that you can do what it takes to reach your dreams. Tip number 2 from We Should All Be Millionaires. Find the right community. So this is the 5th time in less than a year that the importance of community has come up in a Climb book review. And for good reason. The evidence is clear. Who you spend time with has a huge impact on your likelihood of success. To succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs. And not just any entrepreneurs. You need a community of ambitious, supportive, hardworking, continually learning entrepreneurs who will inspire you to be the best that you can be. Join local networking groups, explore the internet to find virtual options, and if all else fails, start the type of group that you need to thrive. Tip number 3 from We Should All Be Millionaires. Create boundaries and say no. According to research, working women still do the lion's share of housework at home, no matter how many hours they work in their business. They're expected to volunteer at higher rates than men, be caretakers, and generally prioritize others over themselves. But if you want to build your business and your wealth, you can't be responsible for everybody else. You need to set clear boundaries and then keep those boundaries. Saying no must be a practice that you are comfortable with. You will disappoint some people, but that's okay. It is not your job to make everyone happy. You have the right to prioritize yourself. Tip number 4 from We Should All Be Millionaires. Build a team. 76% of all U.S. small businesses are solopreneurs, but those solopreneurs are only earning 4% of the U.S. total small business income. Businesses with employees, they're earning 96% of the small business income. The math is clear. Having employees, it leads to more money. If you're nervous about your first hire or don't have the funding, you can get started with a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant can help you with the day-to-day tasks that eat up your time and prevent you from focusing on learning, strategy building, and other essential work necessary to grow your company. With a virtual assistant, you can also learn manager best practices like training, delegation, and giving feedback. Tip number 5 from We Should All Be Millionaires. Use value-based pricing. Female entrepreneurs are prone to underpricing their service. Imposter syndrome can play a large role in this, but it also comes from basing their entrepreneur hourly rates on wages they were paid at their job. Since women are consistently underpaid at hired jobs, as entrepreneurs, they continue the trend and underpay themselves. Throw out the wage you were paid in your last job. It does not represent the value of your work. Your prices should be at least comparable to the men in your industry, but there's a good chance you should be charging even more. And don't base your prices on the time it takes you to do work. You aren't an hourly employee. Use prices that reflect the value of the product that you're delivering. For example, if you're a copywriter and you can write a sales email in an hour, but that email is worth thousands of dollars in revenue for the client, charge them a price that reflects that value. Just because your years of experience have made you fast and efficient doesn't mean that you should get paid less. Small business book review for We Should All Be Millionaires. I loved so much of this book, and I really think every woman should read it. As women, we spend far too much time lifting others up and neglecting our own needs and aspirations. We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers is inspirational and maybe even essential. However, there were times when Rodgers seemed to gloss over how difficult running a successful business is. If you're someone who's been working very hard and are nowhere near being a millionaire, there are moments in this book that can feel discouraging. It's important to remember that Rachel Rodgers has a law degree and based her initial business selling legal services. For all the entrepreneurs out there with no special degree trying to succeed selling candles or jewelry or their own fashion line, the path is likely to be much more difficult than Rodgers suggests. That said, there is advice and wisdom for every woman in this book, and I'm super glad that I read it. I'm sure I'll be rereading it again soon for motivation and inspiration. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars for small business owners. Hey, small business owners, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you'd like to join the discussion, visit us at Climb the Small Business Book Club. The link is in the description, and we'd love to meet you.